There are so many people that are going to suffer. And now I don't know when I'm going to be able to even think about having children.
What the is going on?
Hey there. How you doing? I got something for you.
It's tea time!
So, cousins, yesterday the 2024 presidential election was held in America, and former President Donald Trump has been reelected to office. Okay, he won 292 of the electoral votes, and he also won the popular vote as well over all of the other candidates, which included the current Vice President Kamala Harris, which has left a lot of people speechless and asking what exactly happened, considering all of the endorsements and the capital that Miss Harris was able to raise in just 2 months of running her campaign. I mean, she raised $1 billion, which is unheard of for a campaign in literally 2 months. And here we are, the day after the election, and the aftermath is being felt across the country. However, the darling Drecember, who has been a very vocal Trump supporter, is beyond happy, okay? And Drecember jumped into our TTB comment section this morning to gloat over the victory of Donald Trump. We posted about a queer web reality TV platform called Our View TV, and we posted about them being the third most viewed queer web reality TV platform on YouTube. And for one reason or another, the darling Drecember used that opportunity to gloat over Donald Trump's victory by writing the following. I am unburdened by what has been. Laughing emoji, American flag, hashtag MAGA 2024. We back. Listen, this is America, okay? The people have the free will to vote for whoever they want to vote for. However, that post clearly had nothing to do with politics at all. So I don't know why the darling Drecember decided to write that, okay?
Pause real quick.
But I paid it dust, okay? Because, you know, Drecember's a grown man. He can comment whatever he wants underneath wherever he wants, child. Okay, this is America. However, one person who was not too happy and decided to respond to Drecember was Calvin, who is known for appearing on Gemini Films' hit show, Bad Boys Club, and the two had a very, very short exchange. Calvin responded to Drecember's post by writing the following. Ew, you're disgusting. Drecember responded to Calvin by saying, go slather on some bump control and say hi to your new president, Hooks. To which Calvin responded, your mother. Your mother? Really? Calvin? Bro, what are we in middle school? That was your comeback over. This is why the country is. This is why. That was the clapback. Your mother. Your mother. Oh. Anyway, moving on. As I previously mentioned, we are dealing with the fallout from this election, okay? And TTB's The King's Council's Prince Derek Dahl, who has been out and about campaigning heavy for Mrs. Harris, decided to pen a letter to his followers that said the following. An open letter to and for Black women and men. As always, we did our part to be on the right side of history, and once again, America's majority chose to ignore blatant misogyny, racism, bigotry, and criminality to uphold the standard for imperial capitalism. Remember this moment when they need us on the front lines to be the voice for the many injustices our nation is sure to face. Look them in their pretty blue, green, and brown eyes and say, we're not going back. Good luck, and may the odds forever be in your favor. To my sisters, nieces, cousins, and friends that live in red states, I'm sorry that they let you down. To my LGBTQ brothers and sisters, we will continue to hold the line together. To anyone else that feels like they woke up in the twilight zone, be earnest in your stance and continue to fight for what you know is right. Though we may be in mourning today, just know joy is still coming. Be kind to yourself and others as we continue to fight for freedom, liberty, and justice for all. The Doll, Derek Doll. TS activist and author Hope Giselle, who was the first TS woman to speak at the March on Washington and also the very first TS woman to deliver a keynote speech at NASA, went live on Instagram and shared an extremely emotional message. Take a look.
Despite a lot of our best efforts, despite all of us trying, I know for some of you this was about Palestine, and for some of you this was about racism, and for some of you this was about bodily autonomy. But I am scared. I am petrified. And I don't know what to do. And the saddest part about it is that it was a lot of people that look like me. And a lot of people that have the same experience that I have. Who voted for the bigotry and voted to off 1% of the population, not realizing that there are so many people that are going to suffer. I had plans to be a mom in 2 years. And now I don't know when I'm going to be able to even think about having children. I don't know if it's going to be legal for me to walk down the street anymore. I don't know if any of my documents are going to matter. I don't know if my marriage is going to hold up. I don't know. And some people think that this is a game. Some people wasted their time. A lot of you wasted your time, and I will never forgive you for it. A lot of you spent so much time focusing on Palestine that you forgot that there are people that are right next to you that needed you, that needed your vote. I needed your vote. I needed your vote. Families like my family needed your vote. Girls like me, women, men, the people like us needed your vote. The amount of red on that map is ridiculous. And I want to get on here and tell y'all that it's going to be okay, but that would be a lie. I want to get on here and be encouraging, but that would be a lie. I want to get on here and say everything is going to be fine, but that would be a lie. It's just not. And I hear all of my spiritual folks and my faith leaders saying that God got us, and that's okay. But right now, I am a human being. I am a human being who has been fighting for my existence since the day I told my truth. And I don't intend on not doing that anymore. I promise y'all this is just a moment of transparency, but if I get on here and act like everything is honky-dory all the time, I lose my humanity. we all lose our ability to be able to see people as human beings. I am not a workhorse. I am not somebody that is above the ability to see when something is wrong and when something is up and when we are up against something bigger. And so today I am going to spend the time that I need trying to figure out how I feel. And tomorrow, I'm going to figure out what is the best way that we continue to counteract this. And thankfully, I've been a part of groups that were preparing for the what ifs. I've been a part of groups and cohorts that were never cocky and that never felt like we had this in the bag. And so there are folks like the task force, there are folks like MBJC, there are folks like the Transgender Law Center, there are people who have been working to make sure that, like, if this happened, that we would have a plan. And I'm really grateful. I'm scared for parents who genuinely just want their kids to be the best version of themselves, who are going to be policed and told how they get to raise them. I am scared for women, as if it wasn't bad enough that we were getting groped and barely able to say something before. Like, you have a person who is a convicted felon, accused rapist, accused groper, certified weirdo uncle at the cookout, about to be president for the second time in a row. And the amount of weirdo uncles at the cookout that are happy, black, white, brown, they're all showing their hands. The amount of disgusting men who are just happy that this man got into the presidency because now they can go around and justify their disgusting behavior towards women is disgusting. And any of you that voted for and in favor of that, I truly hope that you have just as much guts to go and spit in your mom's face, because that's what you did. The amount of black men in power that took their time to platform and to vote for and to bandstand, you're disgusting. Charlemagne, I just stopped cheating on my wife 2 days ago. The God, you are disgusting. The amount of people that came out of the woodwork. Dr. Phil, you were supposed to be a help to people. You spent years on television helping people work through some of the very people that Trump wants to get rid of. You spent your entire career helping these people through their with their parents, with their kids, with their moms, with their, like, you've spent years building a career helping minority people only to vote for somebody that wants to do away with them. So how am I supposed to believe that if a TV physician who has something to lose was faking the funk, that I can go into my regular doctor's office and trust that my OBGYN isn't going to just overlook because she feels like my isn't valid and worthy of the time to actually take a look at what's happening to me in my body? How are we supposed to trust as women that we can be safe when we say that somebody has harmed us, when the leader of the free world has harmed plenty of people and gotten away with it? How are we supposed to send our children to school when this is the same man that does not even make statements when school shootings happen? How? Our kids are wearing bulletproof backpacks. Our children are wearing bulletproof backpacks to school. Our teachers are being asked to get gun licenses, not for their personal use, but to protect children. And you got weirdos and people being weird on the internet. I don't care if you're being funny, JT of the City Girls. I don't care if you're looking for clicks and likes for your YouTube videos, Tasha K. I don't care how many people you can get to subscribe to your YouTube channel, all of you goddamn passport bros with microphones. This was not the time to be funny. This was not the time to vote against your best interest. This was just not the time. The facts were there. Y'all are the same people who want to talk about facts and biology and the numbers were there. They were not in his favor. So explain to me where the truth mattered to you. Because y'all have 50,000 page dissertations about why the truth matters when you need a trans person to disclose to you. But the truth was splattered in your face for the last month or so, explicitly. And before then, we saw a ridiculously long rap sheet of how this man has lied and played in our face and done nothing for this country. Y'all give him credit for the idea of getting stimulus checks, and do y'all not know that a black woman was the woman that approved that? He said no, and because of the court of public opinion, he had no choice, and then he got the glory for something that a black woman signed off of, and nobody talks about it. Do y'all realize that grandmas in the hood are about to be off of their Section 8 because he doesn't believe in welfare? Y'all do realize that your favorite grandma whose house you about to be at in the next couple of weeks to go and get the hams and the yams and all of that about to be done, because where grandma cooking from? Where is she cooking from? Y'all forgot, like the generation before ours, our grandmothers, our grandparents, our grandfathers, they are not retiring with 401ks. These people don't have health insurance. The church can only do but so much, and half of y'all pastors voted for Trump. The black ones. And if y'all think that it stops at the legal ramifications, you are sadly mistaken. These people are about to be brazen. Y'all thought that black men were being in the streets. Wait till the videos start popping up of black women just being bopped, because they can. Wait till the videos start popping up of black women being bopped because they can. I'm not being funny. They were doing it already. They were showing us already. They were marching through the streets of Nashville with all types of weird no mask. No mask necessary. What will happen to LGBT rights and marriage? Is it gone? Oh, count it all joy. Did you not read Project 2025, my love? Within the first 90 days, one of the first things that they are snatching back is LGBTQIA plus rights and marriages. And on top of that, if you are a transgender person in America, you will go under a status that says that it's basically and virtually illegal for you to do what you do. And so what I would recommend and what I need all of y'all to get on is, if you are a trans person, and it is not to say that you haven't taken your transition seriously up until now, you got about a month, sis. You got about a month, bro. You got about a month, sibling. Go get that X on your passport. Go get that F change. Go get that M change, because, baby, the paperwork needs to add up. And guess what? Police are going to have immunity. So when they shoot your down, there's not going to be a Breonna Justice in 6 years, even. There's not going to be a George Floyd, give us a couple of months for us to get this right. There's not going to be an exoneration. They are going to shoot you in the street and go get donuts. And no one is going to say anything because it will be legal. For months, we have been just begging y'all to read the manuscript. Half of y'all didn't even read Project 25, and you voted for this man. This man flip-flopped on a plan. Back and forth for months. I don't know those people. Oh, maybe I do know those people. I never signed that. Oh, maybe I did. I've never been to a meeting with those folks. Oh, here's a picture. If you voted for Trump, do you really even care about the way that women navigate life? Some of you all are married to women. And to all of my black folks, we've been here before. This ain't nothing new. I think that the thing that we have to realize and what we have to understand is that being sweet and fighting fire with honey has not worked for us. Organizing in ways that are peaceful and nonviolent have not worked for us. Trying to use the strategy of pacifism, trying to navigate the system in a way that works for our counterparts has not worked for us. And I'll be the first to say I am not sorry for galvanizing people to do their civic duty. But I am regretful in the fact that I was naive in not letting you all know that we should have also been preparing for the social conversations that are going to ensue. And by conversations, I mean social violence. And by social violence, I do mean a civil war. This is the beginning of a very long 4-year period. This is the beginning of the revolution that will surely be televised. And I need everybody to figure out what part you play in it and get in step. I know a lot of us are saying, well, it's just day one. We don't know. We're not sure how this is going to happen. These people have already told us what their first 90 days look like. And they saw the reaction that we got from 90. So if y'all really believe that they don't have a 365-day plan already done that we just haven't seen, you're sadly mistaken. If y'all don't believe that there's a set of manuscripts that are coming out that are going to complete this plan, you are sadly mistaken. If y'all don't believe that the cash grab for the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer is not going to happen exponentially, you are sadly mistaken. All of the numbers say that Trump's plan to fix the economy is going to make the economy worse. And this is not people on the left. These are people on the right who support this man who said this is a stupid plan. You're going to tank us and then hope that we can pull ourselves out later. It don't work like that. The American people are already in recession. How are you going to put us in a depression and then say, I can fix it from there?
Now, cousins, for those of you who might not have read Project 2025, here are some of the things to take note of. I'm going to leave the following photo on the screen, and you all can just pause it, right? Take a screenshot right now. Take a screenshot or pause this video and read it, okay? Now, I will say this. Growing up, whenever my teachers would say, you could be the president of the United States one day, I always rolled my eyes because, well, I'm a black man, okay? And when Obama won in 2008, my feeling didn't change. I was just like, he got lucky. However, Trump winning has honestly changed my opinion on that because let's face it, folks. Let's just keep it real. If a man can get impeached twice, tried to overthrow the 2020 election results, which led to an insurrection, by the way, and a man who was found guilty of 34 felony counts can be elected as the president of the United States of America, not once, but twice. Do you know what that means? I don't know about you, but for me, it means anyone born in America has a chance to become the president, okay? I mean, if you could do all that and be elected not once but twice, anybody born in this land, to be clear, can become the president of the United States of America. And to be crystal clear, Donald Trump as the president is not the issue for me personally, because this is a guy who builds casinos, okay? He's a businessman. He's not a politician. I mean, his first time in office will tell you that, okay? I'm more concerned about the politicians that he will be surrounding himself with moving forward, because with the Republican Party flipping the Senate, I'm concerned. However, I'm one of those wait and see kind of guys. I'm not the guy who's like, boo, throw tomatoes, Republicans, they're all bad. In fact, I know some amazing Republicans who have some amazing ideas. So for me, it's a we shall see what the future holds in the next 4 years kind of thing for me. Okay, I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not getting my hopes up, and I'm not letting my guards down. Okay, but that's just where I stand on the thing. Okay, I'm not trying to stress about nothing. Okay, just gonna be vigilant. Keep my eyes on the prize. Stay positive, and once again, keep my eyes on the prize. Okay, just because the election is over doesn't mean you need to drop your guard. Stay in the political zone. Okay, what I don't like is when everybody's so involved come when it's time for the presidential elections, but every other election that goes on, nobody cares. No, keep this energy. Okay. So, cousins, what are your thoughts on Donald Trump being elected president of the United States of America yet again? Please sound off in the comments below. And remember to like, share, subscribe to all things TTB Network.